Hey guys, what's up here? It's Chase here at Cable, and I'm bringing you another addition to my Street Fighter Origins, or maybe just Origins at all. I'm going to go into a couple different ones, but this is a new one. I'm going to be going into the character Ken Masters. Now, Ken was born February 14th in the United States of America. He is 5'10", 159 pounds, roughly around the same height and weight as Ryu. His eye color is brown or dark yellow. He has blue circles in Street Fighter 4. His hair color is blonde. I don't know why I know this, but his blood type is B. And his fighting style is the art of fist fighting with assassination Rustaf. Yeah. So some more stuff about Ken. He likes skateboarding, spaghetti, the beach, sports cars. His wife Eliza, and she is also referenced a couple times when he's winning his matches. He referenced her as like, "Oh, I gotta go check in real quick with Eliza." He has a son Mel, and his best friend Ryu. He has a master Goken. His student Sean. He was in the Alpha series. He dislikes soap operas, wearing shoes, and losing fights. Who doesn't hate losing fights? I mean, I hate losing fights so much that I'll end up stop playing a game for a while just because, you know, sometimes some guy will just murder me. But it doesn't happen that much. Actually, it doesn't happen very often at all. So, you know, I keep bringing you some fighting games. So here, a little bit of Ken's rivals. He's rival to Akuma, Rufus from Street Fighter 4, Urine from Street Fighter 3, Adon, Guile, Ryu, Goken, Sean, his his student. There you go. A little bit of his movesets. He has his basic movesets just like Ryu, the Hadouken, Shoryuken, Hurricane Kick. And let's go into his background. When Ken was about 12, his father sent him to be trained by Goken. He grew up rich, and he's pretty much the opposite. He has the opposite of Ryu's backstory. He has a great family, has a rich family, but he still ends up going and training with Goken, where he ends up befriending Ryu. Now, Ken did not participate in the first World Warrior tournament because he wasn't around then. Ken, in Street Fighter, in the original Street Fighter, Ken was player 2. So whenever you ended up playing player 1 was Ryu, and then there's a color switch, which the other person got to be Ken, which was he wore a red outfit. So his first appearance was in Street Fighter 2, where everybody got to pick their own players. He got invited to the second World Warrior tournament, which is in Street Fighter 2, and at that time his girlfriend was Eliza. They weren't married yet, and he ended up fighting. So he vowed to only fight against Ryu, which was cool. And he goes into it, and actually Ken won. I don't know if you knew that. Ken actually won the tournament. Going into Super Street Fighter 4, you see Ken make his next appearance in the Street Fighter timeline. So going back into it, oh, I forgot where I was at. Anyways, I like Ken because he's not a Ryu clone. He has similar moves, but as Street Fighter has progressed, he has grown into his own character. He's a little bit faster than Ryu. His kicks are different, completely different, and his punches are different as well. So back in Street Fighter 2, he was a clone to Ryu. In Street Fighter 1, he was the clone because second player played with him. And as the game progresses, or the story progresses, he gains a little bit more moves. A lot of people use him more. He's a little bit faster than Ryu, but he's not as strong. He does his Shoryuken has a fire effect on it, whereas Ryu's Hadouken has a fire effect on it. Let's see. What else can I tell you about Ken that isn't? He's a little bit more flashy. Like, I don't know. He talks a lot of smack a little bit, so his personality is completely opposite of Ryu, which was cool, and I liked it. So a little bit more about he plays. Whenever Capcom came out with Street Fighter 2 Champion Edition, they needed two characters with similar styles. So Ryu ended up being a little bit stronger with faster Hadoukens and the one-hit knockdown Takamatsu Shuriken, while Ken was given a wider arc in Shoryuken, so he had a little bit more frames. He could hit it a little bit further, and he had a multi-hit Takamatsu Shuriken. Now, in the Marvel vs. Capcom series, the Takamatsu Shuriken went at an angle, making it more effective for airborne enemies. So it was a really great anti-air, and you could see as the Street Fighter series progressed that they brought some of those back over from the Marvel vs. Capcom. So in Street Fighter 2, Ken began leaving. I wouldn't say leaving. He got different movesets. In Street Fighter 2, he actually ended up in Super Street Fighter 2. Forgive me. He actually got his multi-hit flame Shoryuken. As I said, that is his heavy punch with the Shoryuken. And in the next installment of Street Fighter 2, he was given the super combo Shoryu Reppa. Yeah, Shoryu Reppa. Hey, that's actually how you say it. Which is simply Ken jabs into strong dragon punches chained together. So this is basically his move set now. His ending move. Dang it. Where'd I go? Anyways, back to it. His super arts. By Street Fighter 3, Ken had two Shoryuken super arts, the Shoryu Reppa and the Shoryuken, and Shippu Juni Kaya. Yeah. And in Street Fighter X3, he had a meter combo, which is a level 3 super, which was Kazu Reppa, which translates in American as English as Nine-Headed Dragon Destroyer. Pretty freaking awesome name. Now, some more about Ken. Just as Ryu had Evil Ryu, there is also Violent Ken. Violent Ken saw his first appearance in SNK vs. Capcom. He was a canon, sort of like Evil Ryu is, and I actually enjoy playing as Violent Ken. His hair gets a little bit wider, and he's just nasty. His attacks are so much stronger. He's so much faster. He can't take as much damage, but in the end, he's a really good character, and I actually might end up having to buy that. Capcom vs. SNK. I have it, but the one that I'm familiar with is the one that was on Xbox, the one, Capcom vs. SNK Chaos, which is really cool. But anyways, that's the limited knowledge that I have about Ken. If you enjoyed this, feel free to hit the like button and subscribe. Also leave a comment. I plan on doing this regularly and making going into every different fighting game and finding characters and telling them a little bit about their story, because there's a rich story that most people don't see in fighting games. Most people just use it for the gameplay, but I want to go back in and I want to look at the story. So, as always, subscribe to my channel. It's HEROxCable here, Chase, signing off. Peace, and I will leave you with this awesome ending. What did I do? Yeah, I win. I wouldn't put something that I lost in. And we'll see you. That's it, folks. Peace.
Can win.